Real Housewives of Atlanta. You want to talk about it? Here it go. So I didn't, well, actually, I did record a video for last week's episode. I just didn't post it. But I want to talk about it now because I watched last night's episode and I want to know what you guys think about it. I think it was a fun bachelorette party, honey. So much fun that I wish I would have been there. But I have had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Bolo, the entertainer, myself. I even have a picture with him. Did you see that? You check that out? So here's the thing, girl code. Listen, we know that it's a reality show. We know that this is going what was going to be seen. We saw what was seen. We heard what was heard after they covered the cameras and the audio was still on. And I think that should have been enough for us to draw our own conclusions on who did what with who and the things that was taking place there. But I don't think that it was really cool that Miss Ken was spilling the tea. Like, she's holding on to stuff from years ago, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, claiming, oh, well, Porsha used the whole time towards her. Well, she was acting like a whore back in the days, and honestly, she's probably still a whore. She's just low key with it now because she has a daughter. That's just my opinion. But we saw Kenya all over Married Apollo when he was on with his wife, my homegirl Phaedra, and she's had at least two men on the shows pretending like they were her love interest. Well, one maybe wasn't pretending; he was a lunatic, but she chose him. But that other dude, he was. I don't know if he said it or if somebody said that she was just paying him just so he can be her partner on the show. But at any rate, here's my take on the whole thing. So what? If Porsha got with Bolo, good for her. Round of applause. Honey, Porsha is a full-grown woman. She's single, or she was at that time. I'm not sure about current day. But she's grown. She's single. She don't owe anybody no explanation about what she does with her body and who she does it with. You feel me? And if I was Porsha and if I would have been like, yes, hell yeah. And it was good too. Or it wasn't all that, whatever the case may be. But again, she don't owe anybody an explanation about what she did and who she did it with. So I don't know the point of Ken trying to, make her look bad. So what? And I'm pretty sure that while Kenya was standing around there ear hustling, got her ear up to the door listening and doing all this and that, she was getting herself off. Because she was hot like a firecracker, ready to pop, honey. What's his name? Mark ain't been around to take care of her. She wasn't saying nothing about how she's laid there all spread eagle for them cameramans to get them some shots so they can get off after they was done filming for those that night or whatever. Girl, she is no angel and she is not innocent. Another thing that I did not really like is that Kandi always co-signs with Kenya. It doesn't matter how wrong Kenya is. I understand that's your friend, but you can let your friends know when they're wrong and tell them to cut the bullshit. If you can't do that without being in fear that your friendship is going to be over, maybe you need to reconsider your friendship. Because Kenya is just wrong as the day is long. She's the devil, so she actually had the right outfit on, that red. Only thing she was missing was the horns, but she wears those naturally, so. And I don't know, maybe it was mean of me to laugh. Kenya went into her lawyer's office. She's feeling all good. She's feeling better, everything. And she's talking about this, what I call the Unbreak My Heart playlist that she says Mark sent to her. With all these love songs telling her that he loves her and he wants to work things out and blah, blah, blah. And she's so hopeful. until her lawyer says, well, look what he did. He filed for a divorce in New York, and he's asking for alimony. So she went from this to this. Are you kidding me? Okay, we see the lawyer said that he can't file in New York because, I guess, because Kenya doesn't live there, but he does, so I don't know all the technicalities with that. But just the point that he did it after sending the love song playlist, Unbreak My Heart. Honey, let's work this out. Do you realize or catch it when she's talking about Mark? He's not even in the room, but do you hear how her voice changes? It's just like, you know, a little girl. Like, I really love this man, and I don't know why he's doing this to me. But otherwise, she is, loud and boastful. So he even has her in check when he's not even in her space. Do you get that too? If you don't, just pay attention to how her voice levels change when she's talking about Mark. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know. So, what else happened there? Oh, so people were saying that, oh, Porsha should have just come clean. She should have admitted it that it was her, blah, blah, blah. So she could have if she had chose to and if it was her. But again, like I stated, she don't owe anybody an explanation about what she does with her adult body, the decisions that she's made with her adult mind. I mean, she's free to be. So kudos to you, girl. If you did that. Boop, fist pump. What else happened? Oh, when they were at the table and they were just saying, oh, how Porsha's, her attitude shifted, and they thought that it was because of Kenya. I don't think that. I think that her attitude and her mood shifted because of Marlo, because Porsha and Marlo was friends. But now that Marlo and Kenya are kissy face, Marlo, you know how that goes. You can't, they on these reality shows don't seem to know how to be friends with everybody, even though some may have fallen out with another. So they want to choose a side, and I think that that's kind of what happened with how Kenya and Kandi became friends. Because remember, there was this whole smalls and talls thing, and people want to tend to go towards the most popular group at the time. So if people were hating on the smalls, Kandi didn't want to be a part of that. She wanted to be, with the talls, which is Kenya, Cynthia, probably Marlo, and whoever else was a part of that clique back in the day when Nene and Phaedra and all of them was on the show. So, yeah. What else happened? Oh, Drew. I've always been a fan of hers from way before the Housewives, from The Game, and probably before that. But I really liked how, she was honest with her husband, Ralph. I don't know why that name is so funny to me, because it's like so old school, Ralph. I liked how her honesty with him, and then how you can see how his attitude kind of shifted, like, really. But, he wanted to get a little cocky about things. Something's in my boots. And, but she was like, oh, like, yeah, you don't trip, because I don't even know what you were doing when you went to Tampa, whenever he done went off for 3 days without telling her, or where he was going, that he was going, and she don't know nothing about nothing. So, nah, he definitely can't trip, or he shouldn't, but we know how men are. What's good for the geese isn't good for the gander. You know what I mean. So, yeah, that was good. Ty, I figured he wouldn't have a problem with it, because that's just how he and Kandi get down, in my opinion, from the things on the show. I've actually also been to the dungeon. Welcome to the dungeon. Yes, honey, I get out there and I have my fun and do my thing. I'm gonna upload a couple of those pictures too if I can find them. Bolo, be on the lookout. What else happened? Oh, Cynthia, when she was telling Mike about it and the size and all this, and Mike got that water bottle and was, that was cute. That was cute. But I like how, Todd and Mike, they didn't seem to have an issue with the fact that their girls did their thing because, well, we know from previous seasons, the men, they did their things too. But now we have Mike, he's a new guy, and Ralph is a new guy. Whatever. And Toya, yeah, I just don't feel her. And I knew that Kenya was jealous because Toya was all over Porsha, and Kenya says Porsha wants to be her. I don't think so. I think it's the other way around, if anything. Toya said she didn't eat Porsha's cat. Meow. I think she did. But of course, she don't want to tell Kenya that because that's her friend. Well, they're trying to be friends. She don't want to talk about that peach juice, but I think she slurped the peach juice. Just that's just my opinion. What else happened? Oh, I know what else happened. On the Speak On It, so they were saying Kandi and Porsha's room was on the same side of the hallway. Marlo and whoever else was on the other side, but there was a vacant room between Kandi and Porsha, but Kandi said that Porsha had already said she was going to use it basically as a dressing room. So anyway, my point in that matter is that maybe Bolo was in that room, the spare room, with someone, and no one knows who that someone is or was. But again, if it was Porsha, so what? So what? She's grown. She is fully grown, and what's the problem? What is the problem? I see none. Let's see, between last week and this week, yeah, I just think it was fun and that everything that happened there, hey, talk about it as much as you need to talk about it because it is a reality show, but don't just try to throw people under the bus because that's dirty, but I expect nothing less from Kenya. She's just a dirty dog, dirty bird, dirty whatever. And I have tried to like her, honestly. I have. Especially when the whole thing was going on the show about her mom and she's trying to reach out. Her mom just didn't have nothing for her, and I try to be compassionate and feel for her, but it was short-lived. It honestly was. It was short-lived. So, anyway, I got to get back to work. This was only my first break, my 15 minutes, and that time goes really fast. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know what you thought about the show, last week's episode and this week's episode. And I'm telling you now, I'm looking forward to the remaining episodes because it's still got a lot of good stuff coming up. So I'm excited about it, and I hope that you are too. Subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that thumbs up button if you like it. If you don't, hey, everything ain't for everybody. So hit it up, hit it down, comment, hit the notification bell, subscribe, comment. I've said it all. Thanks for watching. Gossip and shit.